Hi, good morning. Welcome to the channel, Libra Awakening Tarot. So, once again, having trouble actually trying to start these and do these. It's always like something's in the way. Dogs barking, mailman coming in, and the dogs bark louder. So we're going to try this again. We're going to do it. But I'm just going to do a weekend video. I'm going to do a 3-card spread for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today's Friday. So happy Friday. Just kind of see how our weekend energy is going to be. You know, I'm hoping positive things. I'm not hoping, I am going to bring positive things. That is how it's going to work. I have a lot of packing to do, so that's why I'm doing this. Moving is a process, especially when you have a lot of stuff. And a big house moving into just a tiny bit of a smaller house. So, let's get this going. And I hope it's nice for everybody. Right now, I know it's good and kind of looks like the rain's going to come, but they said that yesterday and we didn't get anything. Got a couple drops. So, let's just get started. Bottom of the deck. You know, it's an awakening. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in the action. You know, this is kind of like the hangman in the, you know, in the tarot. So whatever you're dealing with overall, I think you just need to look at it as in a different perspective. You need to look at it maybe from the other person's point of view and kind of take that into consideration as well. Also, the awakening process may be happening for you. So, you know, you may take that time to look at things differently and look inside yourself and kind of do some research on what the heck you think you're going through. So, you know, take that time, embrace that time. Yeah, embrace what you offer to everybody. You know, if you feel like you're in a pause and you feel like that, shit, I don't know what I'm doing, look inside for a minute, you know, look at a different perspective. So, and then the next, you know, look, 3 of Winter, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation, sadness that will heal with time. So whatever you think you're going through and it's so bad, just talk to people you trust, you know, talk to someone you believe in, that you know that their intention is love, that their intention is to not bash you or judge others. You know, reach out for that comfort. You're growing from whatever this is. You're growing. We're always growing, I do believe, but I think whatever this situation was placed in for you, you know, you think it's the end of the world and it's not. You're going to grow stronger from it and it's going to heal. So, and then the next is a relationship where the Princess of Summer, gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. So you're coming, I don't think it's a new relationship that's coming in. I think it's a new experience that you've really never felt before. It's a new emotion, I think, that you have that, and that you don't know, but you're going to figure it out. And you're going to find that one person that's going to help you. You're going to reach out to them and they'll find you. Just, you know, always make sure when you're reaching out to people, especially I think this is just an emotional thing that you're going through. So if you're trying to find someone to speak with, make sure it's the right person. Sometimes people can perceive to be the right person and they're not, and you feel it inside, but you're just like, no, they're the only person I can talk to right now. And I want to talk it out. I want to get it out. Be careful with those. I think, I have that feeling. Just don't go blabbing. This is something very new for you, maybe even new for them, but they can help you with it. And the Four of Autumn, manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Help those who are less fortunate. Money sometimes is the root of all evil. Money isn't life, Yeah, sometimes people overindulge and then they think they fuck themselves, honestly, but you didn't. You can always get out of it. Like I said, you need to always look for a positive in that and go from there. If you got to work on one thing at a time, work on one thing at a time with your finances. Just try to manage them wisely. And like I said, that's why I think you need to go to someone you trust as well, because not everybody needs to know your money business. I don't believe in that. I don't care. That's your business. So don't be blah, blah to everybody like, oh, poor me, or oh, and that too, if you're going to people and you're like, I'm so freaking broke, I don't know what to do, and I'm just so, I can't be, you're projecting that negative emotion out. So guess what you're going to get back in? You're going to get those negative people to come into you. So if you try to project it and say, no, I'm working on some things, we're at a rough spot, but I'm not worried about it. We're going to get through it. You're projecting that out, which will help you, feel a little bit better about the situation because it's going to work out. And then it'll help people around you feel that same way, or bring in the people that say, no, I know how to help you, I can give you some advice on that. And like I said, just remember who you can trust, because sometimes people out there with those situations they tend to vulture on it. There are just some people out there that can feel that negative, and man, they want that drama, so that they do it. So let me try to get 1 or 2 cards, maybe 3. I don't know, whatever pops out. Not too many. It's not go overwhelmingly, because sometimes that overwhelms me too. Because I can feel you guys, and I can feel the stress that's coming on, and I think that's okay. You guys have to understand. Sometimes people just have to get to that point to make them realize, oh, this is what we got to do. This is what we got to do, and you just have to manage it, and that's okay. Sometimes adulting isn't the funnest, but you do what you got to do to get it through. And if you want something that bad, how you have to do it. But I think, your emotions are going to be on play this weekend. So don't, try to just breathe through it, go outside, pet your animals. I know we have a German Shepherd who knows our feelings all too well. And he will give you the biggest hugs and the biggest kisses because he knows what makes you feel better. So let's see what we can kind of bring out on here. Just 1 or 2 cards, please. There we go. Look, the Emperor. You have the power, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Look, you have the power to do this. You already know how to do this. You just got to put it in play. You have those skills, so don't even worry about that. You got it. Don't stress about it. Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with the challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So whatever the situation is, be kind to the other person. Be kind to the situation. Think about your approach on it. Don't go in there with a negative attitude. Don't go in there yelling and screaming about it, because what's that going to do? That's going to make the other person or the other party or the other parties freak out too, because you're projecting that on them. So they're going to take it and they're going to defend themselves with it. So don't do that. Make time for everybody around you immediately. I'm thinking like immediate family. Make time for those. Make time for that one specific person, I think, and just kind of figure it out. Deal with the challenges and deal with it in a polite manner. I don't know how to, just don't be angry. I feel like the anger is just going to come out. Don't do that. If you sit there and you think for a minute, shit, How should I react to this? Because that is our free will, is how we're acting to these situations. You know, you have to understand, if you're going to sit there and you're going to be negative, the negative is going to come back to you. If you think, okay, well, we got ourselves in this rut, or I got myself in this rut, let's think of how we can get out. Let's think of how I can get out of this. You know, let's take it step by step. Think about it. You know, you already know, really, you already have the power of the organization, and you already have the skills to do it. This is time for you to take charge with it, but you have to understand other people's perspectives. Sometimes you have to explain differently for them to understand you. Some people just don't get it. Sometimes you have to put it into what their layman's terms are, which sometimes dumbs it down, but don't go into it in a negative. Stay in the positive. And I think it'll all work out. Well, I know it's going to work out in the end. You know, you're going to reach for those that love you and understand. You're going to have this new emotional experience that you've never had, but you don't know what to do. And you're going to find somebody that is very compassionate about you and your feelings and how you're looking, and you're going to be able to manage it all. You know, you have your emperor over, which has the skills to do that. And you're going to be able to take that. And I think, you know, it says help those who are less fortunate with this 4 of autumn. And you're thinking, how the hell am I going to do that? And I think it comes into play a little bit later, thinking, oh, no, I know how to do this. So I'm going to give the advice on how to do this, or how to get through it, or just give them the comfort. I think that's going to happen. And just try to make time for your family, and make time for that person who may feel neglected. I think maybe there's a person out there that is feeling a little abandoned by the situation. Like they were left out of the situation, which they should probably be in. Not like in a bad way, but they feel that they should be in that process as well. So don't ignore that either, you know. Deal with it one thing at a time. Deal with it in a positive manner. You know, try to find the positive first if you can. And I think you'll have a good weekend. I think it's going to be okay. You know, I think it's a very motivational weekend, because I know this weekend we have a day of being able to having the time to do what we need to do with moving and stuff. And I think it's motivating us. So I think you'll find that kind of motivation too. So just have a productive weekend. Try to be positive. And like I said, I'm going to just do this for the weekend, for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will still post on Instagram. So, you know, if you want to follow me there, Libra Awakening Tarot. Yeah, if I feel guided, you know, of course, I'll come on and kind of give a little message or what I need to get out. Sunday, I'm going to do some research. I know there's a new one coming up on the 15th, and that's kind of what I want to play. You know, I know our energy is really involving those moon phases and all that stuff. So I'm going to kind of do some research on that and get some guidance on how to go forth with that, to give you a message about embracing what's coming, even though it may be negative and may be positive. I want you to learn how to embrace it, as well as myself, because sometimes, you know, I feel myself just reverting back sometimes and like, I can't do that. I need to move forward. So, and that's what I'm here for too. So, you know, if this resonated, please let me know. Like, share, you know, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I appreciate you all. So don't even worry about that. It's not that I don't. I do this because I feel that I'm guided to do this. I don't do this because, oh, you're doing it because you want to make money off YouTube. No, because this makes me feel better, and I think it kind of helps you guys too. And so, you know, let me know in your comments. You're always more than welcome to email me. So with that being said, have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.